So if you're here now, you've probably already watched the intro and the more informational part of our first week of practice together. Now we'll do a little direct experience, a little guided meditation practice. So this will be a 10-minute practice. And if you prefer, you can also access the audio-only file, which should also be in this portal. So let's begin by first paying attention to just the way that we're sitting. Mindfulness practice, we can pay attention to anything and use it as our practice. But since we're doing a seated practice, it's really good to notice how the body is right now. So you might even look for a moment. How am I sitting? What's holding me up? Where is my weight? Can I feel that? You might lean a little bit back. Maybe you're in a chair, so you could feel your weight lean into the back of the chair or the couch. You might lean forward. How does that change how it feels? Just noticing. You might do the same from side to side. You can feel different muscles kind of compensate when you go side to side or front and back. And having done that, you can find someplace a little bit in the middle that feels stable, that feels like you can put in the least effort needed. And as you're ready, if you feel safe and comfortable, you can allow your eyes to come to rest. For many of us, that will mean closed eyes, but for some of us, it might just mean softening your eyes, relaxing your eyelids, even if your eyes remain open. Tune back into how you're sitting with your eyes closed. How is that now? What do you feel working? Can you release a little bit more of your weight into whatever is below you, the chair, the seat, couch? Can you just hand your weight off a little bit more? From that place, from your seat, your tailbone, your glutes, you might begin to feel upwards, the way that your body holds you up. And you'll feel other things trying to hold you up too, that don't need to hold you up. For me, sometimes I notice my shoulders, my chest, or my belly. Even my face tries to hold me up sometimes. So you can allow those things to soften and relax as your spine does its work. You can feel the space between your tailbone and the top of your head. And from here, tune into your breath. Where do you notice your breath? There's no right answer. How about this breath? Where do you notice it most? I notice air coming in and out of my nose. Sometimes when I tune into my breath, I notice my belly rising and falling, or my chest expanding and contracting. Let's take just one of these places being very particular. This is where I'm going to pay attention to my breath, just for this practice today. For me now, it'll be my nose, but you might choose your belly or your chest. And as I feel the feelings of an inhale coming in and an exhale coming out, what does that feel like? Might feel cooler and more energetic coming in, and warmer and softer and smoother on the way out. Or I might feel something else. Without losing paying attention to the breath in this one place. Begin to count on every inhale and exhale. On the inhale, just noticing the breath come in. And on the exhale, counting 1. Just internally, imagining that you're counting over the course of your whole exhale. Next inhale comes in, and then the next exhale is 2. Just like that, counting up to 10. Inhaling, feeling it fully, and then 3. Continuing this way. Naturally, thoughts will come your way. You might feel bored or anxious, or start thinking of what to do next, thinking of something that's troubling you. Just coming back, either to the number you were on, or starting from 1, whichever feels right to you. Really concerning ourselves only with the breath for this short period of time. So while we recognize there's other thoughts happening, just giving as much of our attention as we can muster to our breath, just for a short period. Then later we can think about these other things. They'll have their time. But now is the time for the breath. If you've already made it to 10, you can just start back over at 1. And wherever you are, continuing to count, continuing to notice the feeling of breathing at the place that you've chosen. Notice too your sense of urgency your sense of wanting to get somewhere or do it right. See if you can't soften that just a little bit. Take a little bit of the pressure off doing this right. Be open to doing it wrong, in fact. Funny thing is, as we let go more and more of doing it right, we find it becomes much easier to pay attention in a receptive way and to remember to come back and to not forget so often. Counting just gently, paying attention to your breath just curiously, and noticing yourself wrestling with thoughts. What is it like to wrestle with this one? What if I didn't wrestle? What if I just let it be and went back to my breath? Now, wherever you are counting, dropping the count and just internally saying to yourself on the inhale, in, and on the exhale, out. Continuing to notice the feeling of wherever you've chosen. In, out. Just that way, one at a time. Being even easier with it, even less tension or effort. Now going even further, no internal verbalization. Just feel the feeling of breathing. Aware, receptive, remembering. Remembering. What does this feel like? And now finally, forgetting about trying to do anything in particular, anything at all. Just sitting a few moments, feeling, being. How was that? How is that? If you compare this to how you were feeling 10, 15 minutes ago, what do you think? How does it compare? Reflect on how you feel now for just a moment. And as you feel ready, take in some fuller, deeper breaths, some small movements. Moving your hands and feet, shoulders and neck. And as you're ready, you can come back visually as well. And if you have time, you can journal a minute about that experience. And if not, see if you can bring some of this aware, receptive, and remembering to your day. Just coming back to your experience exactly as it is in any given moment. See you soon. Have a great week of practice.